6 graduates, headed by their class advisor, Ms. Chara Cecil V. Cabansag.
Let's recognize the grade 11 students.
We have the accountancy, business management,
Humanities and Social Sciences,
Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. us now witness the entrance of the symbols of our school's core values.
Symbols representing the values and foundations upon which Bethany Christian School is built.
The Holy Bible, representing the foundation of truth, carried by Leah Isabel R. Santos.
Bethany seal, symbolizing our school's identity, carried by Kate Strover I. Pascasio.
Diploma, representing academic achievement, carried by Rian Chrisley L. Cabasa.
Certificate, representing dedication and effort, carried by Julio Isagani P. Tulabot.
Medal, representing excellence and hard work, carried by Elizar A. Ramos.
Sublime, symbolizing the completion of senior high school, carried by Krishna Nicole L. Acosta.
Let us now honor the symbols of our nation and faith. Philippine flag embodies the spirit of us, the Filipino people, and our enduring quest for sovereignty.
Christian flag, a visual expression of the fundamental beliefs of our Christian faith, emphasizing purity, faithfulness to God, and the redemptive power of Christ's sacrifice.
Bethany flag represents our school identity and our sense of belonging. It promotes Bethany's spirit and pride.
May we request everyone to please rise. To set our hearts and minds on the foundation of truth, let us all together read a passage from the Holy Scriptures, to be led by Jera R. Balbin.
James chapter 3, verse 17. James chapter 3, verse 17. But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere.
Let us now bow our heads in prayer, led by Jonathan Angel David P. Tagubuan, President, Young Missionaries Club.
To be immediately followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
Let us bow our heads in prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful day and for allowing us to gather together as one Bethany Christian School family. Today, we celebrate our achievements, the grade 6 and grade 12 graduates, and the moving up of our grade 11 learners. Lord, we are grateful for your guidance throughout our journey. Through the challenges, lessons, and memories, you have helped us grow not only in knowledge, but also in character and faith. We thank you for our parents, teachers, and mentors who supported and encouraged us along the way. As we begin this ceremony, we ask for your presence among us as graduates and students moving forward to a new chapter. Help us carry the lessons we learned, the values we gained, and the faith we hold in our hearts. May we continue to be the salt and light of the world, reflecting your love, grace, and goodness to the people around us. May our words, actions, and our lives always bring glory and honor to you. All these we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, telas ng sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit kong pagaw, ay hinatang tulad, awit sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magtitindig. Luma ng araw ng walhagit pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng pagkay mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Iba't ibang ugali at gawin, sa may gitnang lungsod lumuwi. Ang mga pinipigil ay ang pagwawagin. Sa inyo ay sa bulaklak, magsilak ka.
The Christian flag to be led by Yesha Faith G. Lopez.
Pledge to the Bible. I pledge allegiance to the Bible, God's holy word. I will make it a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path, and will hide its words in my heart that I might not sin against God.
I pledge allegiance to the Christian flag. I pledge allegiance to the Christian flag and to the Savior for whose kingdom it stands. One Savior, crucified, risen, and coming again with life and liberty to all who believe.
Let us now proceed to the recitation of Panatang Makabayan, led by Cambry Mir D. Sanopao, and the singing of our school hymn, Awit ng Bethany, led by Christian Joris C. Valdez.
For the parents and guests, you may now be seated. Students remain standing.
Panatang Makabayan, iniibig ko ang Pilipinas, aking lupang sinilangan, tahanan ng aking lahi. Kinupkup ako at tinutulungang maging malakas, masipag at marangal. Dahil mahal ko ang Pilipinas, diringgin ko ang payo ng aking mga magulang. Susundin ko ang tuntunin ng paaralan. Tutuparin ko ang tungkulin ng isang mamamayang makabayan. Naglilingkod, nag-aaral at nananalangin ng buong katapatan. Iaalay ko ang aking buhay, pangarap, pagsisikap sa bansang Pilipinas.
Tsunami na may nagpupuri, ang liwanag ni Kristo'y tanaw. Dahil sa gabay nitong guro at paligid ng paaralan, buhay at pag-asa'y naranasan, pagkanlong paggabay na tunay. Dahil sa tapat na pagtuturo dito sa Bethany Kristiyanong Paaralan, kailangan ka ng kabataan upang buhay ni Kristo'y matularan. Lalaking lingkod at siyang ahayo, salita ng Diyos ay ihahayag. Ang pangako'y hindi lilimutin, tutugon sa pagtawag ng Diyos. Magiging asin at liwanag dito sa magulong sanlibutan. Magiging asin at liwanag dito sa magulong sanlibutan.
To reaffirm our school's commitment to teaching truth, training minds, transforming lives,
Let us recite and reflect on Bethany Christian School's vision, mission, and goals, presented through an audiovisual presentation featuring select graduates from grade 6 and phenomenal 12.
A Christ-centered educational institution focused on leading Bethanians
to having a right relationship with God as its priority in the holistic approach
to the pursuit of academic standards of excellence,
producing God-fearing, globally competent, highly empowered, and socially responsible individuals.
Bethany Christian School of Tarlac Incorporated is committed to equipping Bethanians
to be Christ-like, to be lifelong learners, resilient individuals, and righteous leaders.
By providing a dynamic, responsive, and relevant education.
All Bethanians will imitate Christ.
All Bethanians will demonstrate skills for lifelong learning.
All Bethanians will discover their strengths and strive for excellence in them.
All Bethanians will ascend with the advancement of and impose discipline in the responsible use of technology.
All Bethanians will learn from other cultures.
All Bethanians will live and work responsibly and cooperatively.
All Bethanians will practice habits necessary for maintaining physical health.
All Bethanians believe that true love waits.
To officially welcome us to this joyful celebration, may I call on the Supreme Secondary Learner Government President, Ms. Mary Wayne G. Yutok.
To our esteemed Board of Trustees, led by our School Director, Bishop Zaldi A. Gomez, to our beloved Principal, Sir Antonio H. Tugubuan Jr., to our Honorable Vice Mayor, Jake Rojas, to former Mayor, Leonardo Max Rojas, to our ever-supportive PTA officers, headed by Mrs. Noela I. Pascasio, to our passionate teaching and non-teaching staff, under the guidance of Miss Alejandrina Rain Y. Antonio, to our dear parents and honored guests, to our dedicated SSLG officers, led by yours truly, and finally, to the true heart of this celebration, my fellow graduates. A blessed morning to all of us. Today is more than a ceremony. Today is a testimony. We stand at the shoreline of a season. Behind us lies an ocean of memories, lessons we learned, challenges we face, and storms that once made us wonder if we would ever reach this day. There were nights when our dreams felt buried under requirements, deadlines, pressure, and expectations. But even in those moments, God was quietly writing our story. Not because the sea was always calm, but because God was our anchor. And by His grace, here we are. The Bible reminds us in Philippians chapter 1, verse 6, He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. And today, we see a glimpse of that promise, and God is not finished with us yet. To our dear parents, thank you for your sacrifices and endless prayers. To our teachers, thank you for your sacrifices and for shaping us, not only our minds, but also our character. And to our beloved Bethany, thank you for nurturing our faith, knowledge, and purpose. But today, we celebrate something deeper. Not only what we have accomplished, but who we have become. Because the greatest lesson we learned were not only written on whiteboards or in our assessment notebooks. They were written on our hearts. My fellow graduates, today is not simply the end of a chapter. It is the moment a bird discovers its wings. For years, we were guided within these walls, but now the horizon calls us forward, and the world we are entering is waiting for people of faith, people of courage, and people who will stand for truth. So when the applause fades, when the gowns are folded, and when this day becomes a memory, may we remember that our diplomas are not only a symbol of achievement, but reminders of responsibility. Responsibility to build, to serve, and to bless others. And wherever life takes us, may we never forget the one who planted the dreams in our heart. Because the same God who guided us through every corner of our school will guide us through life's greater journey. And so, with grateful hearts and hopeful eyes, on behalf of the graduating class, it is my honor to welcome all of you to this celebration of faith, perseverance, and new beginnings. Class of 2025 to 2026, by God's grace, we rise as a harvest of hope. Congratulations, and to God be all the highest glory. Good morning.
Thank you so much for that warm welcome, Ms. Yuto. To introduce our esteemed guest of honor and speaker, we welcome Desiree May J. Cortez, Supreme Secondary Learner Government Student Advisor.
Ladies and gentlemen, proud parents, dedicated faculty, esteemed school director, Bishop Zaldi A. Gomez, distinguished principal, Sir Antonio H. Tagabuan Jr., committed vice principal, Ms. Warda Dorcas P. Duras, passionate head of student affairs, Sir Nestor Francis H. Tagabuan, and of course, my fellow Bethanians. A blessed day to us all. It is with profound joy and great honor that I stand before you to introduce our guest of honor and speaker, a woman whose journey of excellence and leadership has been evident since the very beginning of her academic journey. Our guest of honor and speaker's journey of excellence began at Bethany Christian School of Tarlac, where she graduated valedictorian in elementary and was honored with the prestigious Bayani ng Bethany Award. Her pursuit of excellence continued in high school, where she completed junior high school with high honors and graduated senior high school in accountancy, business, and management strand with highest honors. Her commitment to service shown through her active service in the Supreme Student Government, where she successively served as Grade 7 representative, auditor, and vice president. These formative years established her reputation as both a scholar and a leader among her peers. Her higher education journey at Southville International School and Colleges further strengthened her legacy of excellence. In August 2024, she earned her Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, graduating as cum laude. Alongside this, she was recognized as Best in Practicum, received the Leadership Excellence Award, and consistently secured a place on the Dean's List from 2020 to 2023. Her leadership extended to serving as Executive President of the Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants, SISC, representing her peers in multiple JPIA roles, and serving as a student ambassador. She also actively contributed to the National Federation of Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants, extending her influence beyond her campus and into a wider community. Beyond the classroom, she has proudly represented her school in numerous national accounting competitions, earning distinctions such as first runner-up at the 18th Alfredo M. Velayo Cup, second runner-up at the 22nd Nicanor Reyes Senior Cup, and placements in the Philemon Cup and Naval Cruz Agbulos Cup. Her leadership and initiative were further recognized when she was named the Most Outstanding Local Chapter President Bronze Awardee by the National Federation of Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants, NCR South, in 2023, and received the Ace of Initiative Award from JPIA SISC in 2022. With an impressive rating of 83.67%, she successfully passed the CPA licensure examination in May 2025. She honed her expertise through an internship at Finance Bookkeeping Services Co. and a work immersion at the Municipal Treasury Office of Paniki, Tarlac. Today, she continues to build her career in the field of auditing as an audit associate at Reyes Takandong & Co., exemplifying the same dedication and excellence that have defined her journey from the very beginning. Truly, her journey is a testament to perseverance, excellence, and leadership. From her early years as a valedictorian to her current role as an audit associate. Today, she joins us not only as an accomplished individual, but also as an inspiration to all who aspire to achieve greatness through hard work and dedication. Ladies and gentlemen, phenomenal grade 12, please join me in giving a warm welcome to our distinguished guest of honor and speaker, a true-blooded Bethanian, a proud Bethanian, a pride of Bethany, from victorious grade 12 class of 2020, Miss Joyce Wendy M. Desipeda.
Good morning to our dear graduates, proud parents, teachers, and guests. Graduates, before anything else, let me ask you one thing. Ilan sa inyo yung feeling is ready na talaga for the future? And ilan naman yung parang bahala na si Lord? If you're feeling a mix of both, ready and not ready at the same time, don't worry. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. First of all, congratulations to our grade 6 graduates, grade 11 moving up learners, and of course to the phenomenal grade 12. Today is not just the end of your senior high journey, it's the beginning of something bigger. Something uncertain, but also something full of possibilities. Filipino graduates prepared to lead with competence and character. Wow! Ang bigat pakinggan, no? Prepared to lead. Parang ang dating, dapat ready ka na agad. Dapat alam mo na yung direction mo. Dapat sure ka na sa future mo. But let me tell you something honestly. Hindi lahat ng successful na tao nagsimula na prepared. I remember when I was in your place, graduating, wearing that same sablay, smiling while watching our ceremony flash on the screen. But deep inside, I had a lot of questions. Am I good enough? Am I really ready for what's next? And what if I fail? And maybe some of you, And maybe some of you, ganon yung nararamdaman ngayon. Some of you feel confident, and that's great. But some of you, you're excited, but at the same time, scared. And that's still okay. Because the truth is, being prepared doesn't mean you have everything figured out. Being prepared means you are willing to learn, to grow, and to keep going even when things don't go your way. And as you open this new chapter of your lives, I want you to hold on to these two things: competence and character. First is competence. Competence is not just about grades, awards, or pagiging magaling in class. It's about showing up even when things are hard. It's about learning from your mistakes, not being defined by them. And I want to share you something personal. I've always been an active student leader, even back in high school. I joined organizations, took on responsibilities, and tried to be involved as much as I could. But here's something you might not expect. Even though I was a student leader, kinakabahan pa rin ako sobra. Whenever I had to speak in front of a large crowd like this. Until now, kinakabahan pa din ako. There were moments when I would question myself, bakit ako? Am I really capable of leading? Am I good enough to stand in front of this large crowd? And even now, standing here in front of you, I find myself asking the same question. Bakit ako? Bakit po ako, Sir Tony? And of all the Bethany alumni out there, bakit ako? Am I worthy to stand in front of you and share my experience? Is my experience enough? But maybe that's exactly the point. Because competence is not about being the most confident person in the room. It's about showing up even when you feel unqualified. It's about saying yes even when you're unsure. It's about trusting that you are placed where you are for a reason. And that's also why I want to take this moment to say thank you. Thank you, Sir Tony, and to my Bethany family. Thank you for believing in me, even in moments when I struggled to believe in myself. You were among those people who kept reminding me of what I am capable of. And for that, I will always be grateful po. And looking back, I realized something even more meaningful. My school had been preparing me all along. Through every recitation, every group work, every leadership opportunity, they were slowly building my confidence, my skills, and my voice. They saw something in me that I didn't fully see in myself yet. And because of that, I am here today. So if you feel like you're not ready or not good enough, remember this. You don't have to be the most confident person in the room. You just have to be willing to try, to learn, and to keep improving. Hindi mo kailangan pinakamagaling sa lahat. You just need to be someone who does not keep improving. And next is character. Because no matter how skilled or successful you become, your character will always define you. Character is who you are when no one is watching. It's how you treat people, your classmates, your teachers, your family. It's choosing to do the right thing even when it's difficult, even when no one will notice. And more than that, character is grounded in your faith. I want to share you something personal. When I was preparing for the CPA licensure exam, I reached a point where I felt completely overwhelmed. A week before the board exam, believe it or not, I was so hesitant to even take it. I kept thinking, hindi pa ako ready. Parang kulang pa yung inaral ko. And what if I fail? I doubted myself so much that I almost didn't show up. But in that moment, I realized something I will never forget. It was never just about me, because the one who helped me get through that exam, that moment was God. When I felt unready, He gave me courage. When I doubted myself, He reminded me to trust. When I felt weak, He gave me strength. And that experience changed me. It taught me that character is not just about being strong on your own. It's about knowing when to surrender, when to trust, and when to have faith. Because in life, there will be moments when you feel unprepared, uncertain, and afraid. Moments when your plans don't align with reality. Moments when you question yourself. And when that happens, I hope you remember this. You don't have to go through it alone. Hold on to your values, hold on to your faith, and hold on to God. Because when your life is built on competence and character, and your character is anchored on your faith, you will always find strength to move forward. And when I look back now, I realize something even deeper. My school didn't just teach me academics. They shaped me who I am today. They helped me grow, not just in knowledge, but in values. They helped me become more confident, more resilient, and more grounded. They helped me grow not just in knowledge, but in values. And in many ways, they are the reason why I am standing here today, speaking to all of you. And as Filipino graduates, that is something we should be proud of. We are resilient, we are hardworking, we care deeply about our families, we rise kahit ilang beses na tayong nadapa. So when you step out of this school, dala-dala nyo hindi lang yung diploma nyo, but also your values, your experiences, and your stories. And here's what I want you to remember as you move forward. You don't need to have everything figured out today. Some of you will go to college, some of you will work, some of you might change paths along the way, and that's okay. Because life is not a straight line. It's full of detours, delays, and unexpected turns, but every step, every success, and every failure is a part of who you are becoming. So don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to fail. And most importantly, don't be afraid to start. Because one day, you'll look back and realize those moments of doubt were the same moments that made you stronger. Graduates, you are more than ready than you think. Not because you know everything, but because you have the courage to keep learning, and the strength to keep going, and the character to stand firm in who you are. And if one day you find yourself standing in a place where you feel unready, uncertain, and afraid, remember this moment. Remember that even today you had doubts, but you still showed up, just like I did, and just like you always will, because you were never meant to have everything figured out. You were meant to grow into the person you are becoming. So go out there and lead with competence, with character, and with faith that no matter where life takes you, God is already there. Once again, congratulations, phenomenal grade 12. We are very proud of you. Maraming salamat, and may your future be as bright as your dreams.
Thank you for those inspiring words, Ma'am Wendy. To express our sincere gratitude to our guests of honor when speaker, Bishop Zalde A. Gomez, Sir Antonio H. Taguban Jr., and the teaching and non-teaching staff will present a plaque of appreciation to Ms. Joyce Wendy M. De Cepeda, CPA.
Now time to hear from our outstanding graduate from Phenomenal Grade 12, may I call on Jana Micaela C. Alfaro with highest honors.
To our beloved school director, Bishop Zaldi A. Gomez. To our ever-dedicated school principal, Sir Antonio H. Tagubuan Jr. To our steadfast vice principal, Ma'am Warda Dorcas P. Duras. To our supportive PTA officers headed by Mrs. Noela I. Pascasio. To all our faculty members headed by Ma'am Alejandrina Rain Y. Antonio. To our non-teaching staff, proud parents, honorable guests, and the graduates of this academic year, a blessed day to each and every one of you. Do you think you can inspire other students in your school? Why or why not? That was the question asked of me during the Q&A portion of Mr. and Miss Abstap 2025. Today, standing before you all, I finally have the answer. And my answer isn't just a yes. It is the story of the past 2 years. A transformational journey guided by God and forged in the fire of experience. July 2024, my journey here at Bethany Christian School began when I transferred for senior high school. I remember my very first Sundays at Deep and Wide and a sermon that resonated so deeply with me. It was simply titled, Uncharted. And uncharted it truly felt. While it's easy to paint a picture of effortless success, the truth is that I was scared of the spotlight, but more truthfully, I was terrified of my own light. As a teenager navigating a fast-paced world, there were seasons where I felt invalidated, unheard, and small. I retreated into a cocoon woven from self-doubt, terrified that if I stepped into the spotlight, I wouldn't be worthy enough to stay there. But I have learned a beautiful truth. Even in your lowest, God sees you. He sees your potential. In those quiet moments, in those uncharted moments of fear, I held on to the promise of Joshua chapter 1 verse 9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. My transformation wasn't an achievement I earned. It was a gift of grace. This year, through the gentle nudges of this community, I finally stepped onto paths I once avoided. I went from a student scared to be seen to representing our school in 4 different inter-school competitions, and by His grace, bringing home victory in 3 of them. Through this, I realized that worth isn't tied to a trophy or a title. Your worth is found in Christ. Your true identity is found in Christ. Because when you know whose you are, you finally understand who you are. I will never forget the day of Mr. and Miss Abstap 2025 pageant. The weight of the moment felt immense, but just before I stepped on stage, my beloved advisor, Sir Francis, looked me in the eye and delivered the simple, powerful words I needed to hear. Kaya mo yan, Jana. I believe you can fly. We are all here today because God used people to water the garden of our souls. To my family, Mama Judy, Papa Romeo, Mommy Joy, Daddy Dexter, Tita Ai, and Tito Michael, thank you for being the wind beneath my wings, providing the foundation of faith and love that sustained me through every challenge. To Ma'am Warda, Ma'am Rain, or rather my Ate Rain, Sir Josh, and Sir Francis, thank you for seeing the flight in a quiet transfer student before she could see it in herself. Never stop inspiring because your impact is eternal. To the Bethany community, continue to foster a community where every student, even the most hesitant, feels validated and seen. To my SSLG and the Truth families, never lose your passion for advocacy. Continue to be the voice and the hands for the student body. To the juniors and the grade 6 graduates, the struggle you face now is simply your wings gaining the strength they need to carry you. Always be kind, always stay curious, and keep God at the center of your new journey. To my deep and wide family, the Dream Team family, thank you for teaching me that the most important map is the one that leads us closer to God. You showed me that ministry is finding your purpose and using it to serve others. To my phenomenal 12, we emerged together. This high school journey was never just about a diploma. It was a sacred transformation. We were never meant to dim our lights to make the world feel comfortable. We were meant to shine so brightly that we light the way for others to do the same. Above all, I return all honor and glory to the Almighty. Thank you for being my steady hand when the winds were fierce. This diploma is not a trophy of my strength, but a testament to your boundless grace. As we leave this safe harbor, remember the lesson of the butterfly. The most beautiful things often come from the hardest transformations. Do not fear the spotlight, for it was never meant to expose your flaws. It was meant to reveal the masterpiece God has been crafting within you all along. When you step into your purpose, you aren't just shining for yourself. You are lighting the path for every person who is still waiting for the courage to fly. I am Jana Micaela Credo Alfaro of Humanities and Social Sciences. You are worthy, you are capable, and by the grace of God, you were born to fly. Mabuhay ang Phenomenal 12, mabuhay ang Deep and Wide, mabuhay ang Bethany. Purihin ang Panginoon.
Truly a remarkable message. Thank you, Ms. Alfaro. May we now respectfully invite Mr. Romeo Credo and Mrs. Judy Credo, the proud grandparents of the graduate, to join us on stage for the awarding of this special medallion. We'll hear another message from our outstanding graduate from Phenomenal Grade 12. May I call in Maxi Amber our Sabado with high honors.
Good morning to our school director, Bishop Zaldi A. Gomez, our school chaplain, Pastor Jomal D. C. Gomez, our beloved principal, Sir Antonio H. Sagubuan Jr., our ever-relenting vice principal, Ma'am Warda Dorcas P. Duras, the senior high school department and student affairs head, Sir Nestor Francis H. Sagubuan, the municipal vice mayor, Vice Mayor Jake Rojas, the former mayor, Mayor Leonardo Max Rojas, the PTA officers headed by Mrs. Noela I. Pascasio, our esteemed guests, our devoted faculty and staff, our proud parents, and my fellow Bethanians and graduates. Today is not just another day for Bethanians to gather and celebrate. Today marks the turning of a page, the closing of one chapter in the story of our lives as students. While many will remain here to continue the story of Bethany, the phenomenal grade 12 will carry this story beyond these walls. Wherever life leads us, we will carry with us the lessons, memories, and spirit that this school has written into our lives. Phenomenal 12, our journey here in Bethany has been a story that each of us helped write. Every laugh in the hallways, every late submission, every challenge we thought we could not overcome, these were the moments that filled the pages of our story. And like every meaningful story, ours was not perfect. There were chapters where we stumbled, chapters where we doubted ourselves, chapters where the path ahead seemed unclear. But even in those moments, we were never truly alone. The friends we found along the way became the characters to help us writing when the pages felt difficult to write. Many of us began this story with uncertainty, unsure of who we were, unsure of where we belonged. Yet somewhere along the way, Phenomenal 12 turned those uncertain beginnings into something beautiful. What started as strangers sharing the same classrooms slowly became something more. A community, a support system, a family. And together, we wrote memories that will remain in the pages of our lives long after today. And now, the same students who once walked into Bethany not knowing their story would become standing here today at the end of this chapter, ready to continue writing the next one. My dearest classmates, I am incredibly proud of us. Thank you for showing up every day. Thank you for giving your best even when the story became difficult to write. And thank you for refusing to give up when the pages felt heavy. My fellow graduates, as we step into the next chapter of our lives in the months ahead, the story may feel unfamiliar. There will be moments that challenge us, moments that frighten us, and moments that test the strength of our character. But wherever the next chapters take us, I hope we never forget the lessons this school has written into our hearts. The friendships that supported us, the wisdom that guided us, and the faith that strengthened us. Let us continue writing our stories with courage. Let us move forward with our heads held high, with pride, purpose, and power. As we close this chapter of Phenomenal 12, let us remember that this is not the end of our story. It is only the beginning of a new chapter, or a new book, rather. Everything we have experienced, the struggles, the victories, and the memories we share has shaped the characters we are becoming. And wherever life writes our next pages, may we always carry with us the lessons, the faith, and the family that Bethany has given us. Because long after we leave these halls, long after this day becomes another page in our memories, one line in our story will always remain true. Once a Bethanian, always a Bethanian. Thank you and congratulations to the phenomenal grade 12.
Thank you, Ms. Sabado, for another inspiring message. May we now respectfully invite Mr. Leonardo Max Rojas and Ms. Ivy Gay Rojas, the proud parents of the graduate, to join us on stage for the awarding of the special medallion. We now come to the heart of this celebration, the presentation of our candidates for graduation. Sir Antonio H. Tagubuan Jr., our school principal, will present the candidates for graduation.
May we also request our school director, Bishop Zaldi A. Gomez, to join us on stage for the confirmation of the graduates.
To our esteemed Chairman of the Board of Trustees of Bethany Christian School of Tarlac Incorporated, Bishop Zaldi A. Gomez, members of the faculty, proud parents, distinguished guests of honor and speaker, Ms. Joyce Wendy De Cepeda, guest, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. By the power and authority vested in me as the principal of Bethany Christian School of Tarlac Incorporated, and after having been duly certified by the school registrar, Ma'am Marivic F. Ignacio, it is my distinct honor and great pride to present to you the candidates for graduation for the senior high school class of 2026. These students have successfully completed the requirements of the enhanced K-12 basic education curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education. They have demonstrated the necessary competencies, character, and academic rigor required to move forward into the next chapter of their lives. For this academic year, I am presenting a total of 89 candidates consisting of 38 young gentlemen and 51 young ladies. Bishop Zaldi A. Gomez, sir, I now respectfully request your official confirmation of these candidates as graduates of Bethany Christian School of Tarlac Incorporated.
By the authority vested in me by the Department of Education and in accordance with the standards set by the department under the enhanced K-12 basic education curriculum, I have witnessed the presentations of the candidates by the school principal, Mr. Antonio H. Tagubuan Jr. I have noted the certification that these 38 boys and 51 girls, a total of 89 students, have met all the academic and institutional requirements for this level. Therefore, by virtue of the powers and duties belonging to my office as chairman of the board, I hereby confirm and declare you as graduates of the senior high school class of 2026. Your graduation today, it is testament to your resilience and quality of education provided by this institution. As you move forward, carry the values of our school with you. Congratulations to our new graduates and congratulations to the proud parents and teachers who guided them to this moment.
To the chairman of the board, Bishop Zaldi A. Gomez, sir, members of the board, faculty, and dear parents. By the power and authority vested in me as the school principal of Bethany Christian School of Tarlac Incorporated, and having been certified by the school registrar, Ma'am Marivic F. Ignacio, it is my honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for the elementary class of 2026. These students have successfully completed the requirements of the elementary education curriculum under the enhanced K-12 program. They have built the foundation of literacy, numeracy, and scientific inquiry needed for higher learning. For this school year, I am presenting a total of 11 consisting of 5 boys and 6 girls. Bishop Saldi A. Gomez, sir, I now respectfully request your official confirmation of these candidates as graduates of the elementary level.
And by the authority vested in me by the Department of Education as Chairman of the Board of Trustees of Bethany Christian School of Tarlac Incorporated, and in accordance with the standards and regulations set by the Department of Education under the enhanced K-12 basic education curriculum, I have received and noted the presentation of the candidates for graduation. Having been officially certified that these 5 smart boys and 6 bright girls, a total of 11 pupils, have successfully completed the requirement of elementary education curriculum, it is my privilege to act on this report. By the virtue of the powers and duties belonging to my office as Chairman of the Board, I hereby confirm and declare you as graduates of the elementary class of 2026. And to the parents, your partnership with us has borne fruit today. To the teachers, thank you for laying the foundations. Congratulations to our new graduates.
Congratulations, graduates! Bishop Zaldi A. Gomez and Dr. Eureka Castro Gomez, Auditor of the Board of Trustees, will now award the diplomas for the graduates. School Chaplain Pastor Jomel D. Gomez and Dr. Eureka Castro Gomez, Auditor of the Board of Trustees, will now award. Bishop Zaldi A. Gomez and School Chaplain Jomel D. Gomez will now award the diplomas for the graduates.
Grade 6 Self-Control. Dianyo Ivan Gabriel Versosa.
Espino Driven Gomez.
Feliciano Kavin Zakari Malyari.
Marquez Juan Gabriel Kili.
Tulabot Julio Izagani Pangilinan.
Agliang Gabrielia de la Cruz.
Antonio Isabella Martin Mendoza.
Antonio Portia Noeli Mendoza.
Balbin Jera Ramil.
Sana Pao Cambry Mir de Leon.
Santos Lia Isabel Rambawa.
Grade 12 Accountancy, Business and Management. Dialect Genesis Agustin.
Maglaki Ethan John Bacani.
Palma Kurt, Calvin Kurt Soriano.
Pascasio Keats Rover Ildefonso.
Pineda Prince Gian Macamos.
Ramos Eleazar Andaya.
Serrano EJ Caberto.
Tagubuan Jonathan Angel David Bustos.
Balila Princess Ann Tagara.
Bumanglag Ashley Mafay Parajes.
Dianyo Althea Ivana Chanel Versosa.
Espino Sofia Chu. Espinosa Sofia Chu.
Losada Jemima Kizaya Macamos.
Manalo Stephanie Ruth Gutierrez.
Mendoza Jamaicaron Ashley Aguilar.
Palarca Lian Atasha Kabungka.
Grade 12 Humanities and Social Sciences. Apelado Ivan Ofreso.
Capus Kristen Josh Gananan.
Chu Heinrich Luis Mendoza.
Kuchapin Aleo Joshua Fontanilla.
Fabros Ezequiel Regino.
Lakayanga Joseriel Balandra.
Lagmay Felicardo Macamos.
Makadangdang John Carlo.
Oliva Giancarlo Baquin.
Rivera Adrian Rosal Galanza.
Rojas Marcus Andre Gallema.
Santos Jimuel Bordo.
Valdez Christian Joris Corpus.
Velasco Mark Darwin de los Santos.
Alfaro Jana Micaela Credo.
Bautista Kezaya Elise Mora.
Cabigas S.H. Claire Pulintan.
Casilio Keith Honorary Canonigo.
Colyamco Cassandra Dairit.
Feliciano Erica Rose Macapinla.
Lopez Yesafate Gomez.
Macalino Angela Valencia.
Mamorbor Bernadette Macanas.
Luis Micaela.
Manalo Mayan Chanel Payabyab.
Mayo Ashley Nicole.
Salazar Chloe Angel Nauer.
Sampedes Cassandra Lorraine Paduit.
Soriano Zairil Kim Pablo. Grade 12 Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. Antonio Joel Nathaniel Mendoza.
Aureliano Bervin John.
Benedicto Brian Ezequiel de Guzman.
Conde Derek Riley Suyat.
Dumlao Kurt Aaron Lambino.
Felix Gian Alviar.
Idos Chris Benedict Olonan.
Marquez Keith Tyron Encomienda.
Nugid Angelo Ken Carrasco.
Pasgogin Janrich Moratalia.
Ramos Julian Ross.
Samson Jeric Antonio.
San Juan Noah Caseria.
Uson James Cyrus Anciliano.
Velasco John Henrich Garcia.
Yasay Mac Andre Masaliones.
Acosta Krishna Nicole Lambino.
Bino Princess Sapphire Apostol.
Beltran Sidney Mayo.
Cabasa Rian Chrysley Lopez.
Cortez Desire May Julian.
De la Cruz Bianca Apan.
De la Cruz Yendi Althea Manalo. Dimapindan Riza Arcalas.
Domingo Eurica Belmonte.
Flores Jamila Lensay Comisario.
Flores Princess Joanna Pagaling.
Gakusan Janine Barozo.
Hakalne Celine Rian Dunca.
Javier Ashley Yakat.
Madriaga Shikaina Nicole Nagliam.
Munoz Keats Carlisle Quilates.
Orduña Antoinette.
Pastor Aliana Jemima Daileg.
Perez Hashlin Kia.
Rodela Trinity Carbonell.
Sabado Maxitosh Amber Rojas.
Santos Arishel Gamboa.
Tolentino Kate Hillary Piano.
Tolabot Janry Sabria Salazar.
Valete Cassandra Santiago.
Velasco Genesis Divine Nool.
Villanueva Esther May Abena.
Viliana Nicole Jane de los Reyes.
Yuto Mary Wayne Garcia.
To our exceptional grade 6 and phenomenal grade 12 graduates, we extend our warmest congratulations.
Angelo Ken C. Nogid, Loyalty Awardee, will lead the Loyalty Pledge, Panunumpa ng Katapatan.
Phenomenal 12, let's raise our right hand and recite our pledge. I state your name, Angelo Ken Sinugid, a proud graduate of the senior high. Do hereby pledge my solemn loyalty to my alma mater, the Bethany Christian School of Tarlac Incorporated. With a heart full of gratitude, I promise to uphold the ideals of competence and character that this institution has instilled in me. I pledge to use the knowledge and skills I have gained under the enhanced K-12 curriculum, not only for my own success, but for the service of my community and my country. I vow to carry the name of Bethany with honor, ensuring that my actions, whether in higher education or in the professional world, reflect the values of integrity, excellence, and discipline. As I move forward into a new chapter, I remain forever connected to the halls that nurtured my dreams. I shall remain a faithful alumni of Bethany, a beacon of hope for others, and a righteous Christian and Filipino leader. So help me God. Bethanian, kahit saan, kahit kailan, lumalaban. Bethanian, kahit saan, kahit kailan, nasa unahan. Bethanian, kahit saan, kahit kailan, ilaw ng sanlibutan.
Every story has a beginning. For yours, it started here, within these halls, among these classrooms, where small steps slowly turned into big dreams. Here you learned more than lessons. You learned faith, friendship, and the courage to grow. And now, as you stand at the edge of a new beginning, there is something this place has carried in its heart for you. This is a letter from Bethany. Dear Nicole, I remember the little girl who felt afraid on her first day of school. Through every doubt and challenge, you learned to trust God. And as you grew, you began to look up at the sky and dream. Each time you saw a plane rise into the air, it reminded you that even the heaviest things can lift off the ground. And so, can your dreams rise too? As you pursue your dream of becoming an aeronautical engineer, carry with you the faith that grew within these halls. Dear Genesis, I remember the young boy who walked through my gates and slowly grew alongside the friends and teachers who surrounded him. Inside and outside the classroom, you learned discipline, perseverance, and the value of teamwork. But what shines the most is your heart. You were always willing to help, whether carrying a bag or simply stepping in when someone needed a hand. Genesis, your willingness to serve, your humble spirit, and your dependable presence have made you someone others can always rely on. As you move forward into the future, carry that same heart with you, because success is not only measured by achievements, but by the goodness we bring into the lives of others. Dear Felicardo, I remember the young boy who first walked through my gates and slowly found his place in my classrooms and on the basketball court. Here you discovered more than lessons. You found teachers who cared, friends who became family, and a community that grew with you. Through basketball, you learned that success is not just about talent, but about teamwork, trust, and perseverance. You learned to rise after mistakes and to keep moving forward. May the lessons you learned here continue to guide you wherever life takes you. Dear Ken, I remember the young boy who first walked through my gates, not knowing the path that lay ahead of him. Year after year, I watched you grow, not only as a student, but as a person learning perseverance and strength. On the volleyball court, I saw your determination and your heart for the game. Now you step into a new chapter, from being an athlete to becoming a future physical therapist who will help others stand again, move again, and regain their strength. And wherever life takes you, may the lessons you learned here continue to guide you and inspire the lives you will one day help heal. Dear Trover, I remember the young boy who first walked into my classroom in kindergarten, not knowing the story that was about to unfold. Through the years, you grew within my halls, learning that what makes a place feel like home is not the buildings, but the people who walk beside you. Somewhere in those years, they began calling you Chief. What started as a nickname slowly reflected the leader you were becoming. Trover, I am proud of the young man you have become. And if I could say one thing to you now, it would simply be this: you are ready. Dear Chad, I still remember the little boy who held on tightly to his mother's hand on his first day of school. You were afraid then, but even in that moment, you were observant and eager to learn. Within my classrooms, you faced one of your greatest challenges, learning to read later than others. Slowly, I watched you shine. Yet even as your talents grew, you never let them define who you are. As a leader in the Young Missionaries Club and Deep and Wide, you discovered that true leadership is not about attention, but about guiding others toward Christ. Jed, what makes me proud is not only your talents or your academic achievements, but the heart you carry. Humble, faithful, and always centered on God. Nicole, Genesis, Felicardo, Ken, Trover, and Jad. As you step beyond these classrooms and hallways, you carry far more than diplomas and memories. You carry the lessons that shaped your character, the faith that strengthened your hearts, and the dreams that first began within these walls. And wherever life may lead you, remember this. You may leave Bethany, but Bethany will never leave you. And one day when you return, carrying the victories, lessons, and stories life will give you, these gates will still stand open. These halls will still remember you. And this place will welcome you back with pride and joy. Because no matter how far your journey takes you, Bethany will always be your home.
Marivic F. Ignacio to present the Loyalty Award.
Our first awardee.
Acosta Krishna Nicole Lambino.
Dailek Genesis Agustin.
Lagmay Felicardo Macamos. Felicardo Macamos Lagmay.
Angelo Ken Carrasco Nuki.
Keith Strover Defonso Pascasio.
Jonathan Angel David Bustos Tagubuan.
Thank you, Loyalty Awardees. Thank you for spending your 14 to 15 years in our beloved Bethany. We pray for your success. At this time, we would like to recognize the students who have gone above and beyond in their service to the student body and the community.
We begin with the Supreme Secondary Learner Government Leadership Awards. To present these awards, we invite the SSLG Advisor and Senior High School Department Head, Sir Francis H. Tagubuan, and Vice Principal, Ms. Warda Dorcas P. Duras.
Bethany Christian School of Tarlac Incorporated presents this Leadership Award to the awardees for his exemplary servant leadership and excellent services rendered to the student body by accomplishing the objectives in developing love of God and country, moral character, personal discipline, leadership, and efficiency among its members, maintaining school aspirations to promote quality education and academic excellence, and fulfilling projects for the welfare of the learners. Given this 20th day of March in the year of our Lord 2026 at TFBC Convention Hall, Tarlac City. Signed by Antonio H. Taguban Jr., Principal, and yours truly, the Senior High School Department Head.
Our first awardee. Kristen Josh C. Capus, SSLG Student Advisor.
Desiree May J. Cortez, SSLG Student Advisor.
Jana Micaela C. Alfaro, Public Information Officer. Jamila Lindsay C. Flores, Treasurer.
Maxi Tosh Amber R. Sabado, Secretary.
Alea A. Magaway, Vice President.
Mary Wayne G. Utok, President.
Next, we recognize the leaders of our spiritual and foundational programs with the Deep and Wide Leadership Awards. To present these honors, we call upon our school chaplain, Mr. or Pastor Jonaldy C. Gomez. It is our privilege to recognize these awardees.
Jonathan Angel David Bustos Tagubuan.
Christian Joris Corpus Valdez.
Service extends beyond the classroom and into the community. we now present the Scout Leadership and Service Awards. We invite the Boy Scout Outfit Advisor, Mr. Eduardo M. Apaga, and Mrs. Maria Cecilia C. Melchor, PTA Treasurer, to join us on stage for the presentation.
Boy Scout Leadership Award. We are proud to present this award to the Julian Ross Ramos.
Leadership Award. We are delighted to confer this distinction to Antoinette A. Orduña.
Service Award. In recognition of exceptional merit, we formally recognize Noah C. San Juan. Finally, we recognize those who have upheld the highest standards of integrity with the Truth Award. To present this special recognition, please welcome the School Paper Advisor, Mr. Joshua P. Gapasin, and the PTA Auditor, Mrs. Marjorie C. Flores.
The Truth Award. We are proud to present this award to Jana Micaela Alfaro, Editor-in-Chief.
Danielle Gwain Lacambra, Associate Editor-in-Chief.
Lian May Tabago, News Editor. Let us all give all our student leaders and awardees a well-deserved round of applause for their heart of service.
And now, the Department Head of Senior High School and Department Head of Student Affairs, Sir Francis H. Taguan, and our PTA President, Mrs. Noela I. Pascasio, will award the generous students and parents.
The Generous Student Award for Grade 6 is presented to Leah Isabel R. Santos. Phenomenal Grade 12, Rian Kirsley L. Cabasa, Genesis A. Dalieg, Sofia C. Espinosa, and Princess Joanna P. Flores. For grade 11, Cheska Alexia J. Malilin, J-Lord Emmanuel M. Gomez, Alea A. Magaway, Maria Johina M. Aquino.
Congratulations to all our generous students. We admire your generosity. Now, we would like to award the plaque of appreciation to Mr. and Mrs. Agustin P. Manalo in grateful recognition of their awarding loyalty, dedication, and steadfast support. The Generous Parent Award is presented to Mr. Jefferson Santos.
The Generous Parent Award is presented to Mr. and Mrs. Manalo.
For the phenomenal grade 12, the Generous Parents Award is conferred to Mrs. Ivy Gay R. Sabado and Honorable Leonardo Max M. Rojas.
Congratulations to our awardees. Thank you for sharing your time and resources with Bethany Christian School.
We now come to a special moment in our program, the awarding of special recognition for an exemplary achievement.
This award honors a student who has not only excelled within our walls, but has carried the banner of our school to the regional stage with absolute distinction.
In the field of campus journalism, this student demonstrated a masterful command of the English language and a sharp analytical mind.
For clinching first place in editorial writing in English category at the secondary division level, and for her remarkable feat in qualifying for the regional schools press conference.
We are incredibly proud to name our Journalist of the Year.
To present this special recognition, may we invite to the stage our school director, Bishop Zaldi A. Gomez, and our proud school principal, Mr. Antonio H. Tagabuan Jr.
May we call on Mr. Joshua Gypsy Gapasin, their advisor.
Our heartiest congratulations to Maxi Tosh Amber R. Sabado.
Once again, a round of applause for Maxi for her exemplary achievement. At this juncture, we would like to award the plaque of appreciation to the following individuals for their exemplary leadership. Mr. Joshua P. Gapasin,
Mr. Eduardo M. Abaga Jr.
And for the PTA President, Mrs. Noela I. Pascasio.
It is time to honor and recognize our outstanding students from grade 6. Medals and certificates will be awarded by a grade 6 class advisor, Ms. Chara Cecil V. Cabansag and Ms. Abigail D. Pastor, PTA Treasurer.
Grade 6 Self-Control Academic Excellence Awardees. request all the parents and guardians to please accompany your children as they receive their awards. Thank you so much. Grade 6 Self-Control Academic Excellence Awardees. With high honors, Antonio Isabella Martin M. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Antonio Porcia Noel M. with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Balbin Jera R. with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Deanio Ivan Gabriel B. with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Espino Driven G. with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Feliciano Kevin Zachary M. with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Senopao Kimbre Mir D. with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Santos Leah Isabel R. with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee. Bayani ng Bethany Awardee, Generous Student Awardee, and Quipper Student of the Year.
Tolabo Tulio Isagani P. with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee and Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
With honors, may karangalan, Agliam Gabriel Lia D. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Marquez Juan Gabriel Q. With honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Congratulations, Grade 6! It's time to honor and recognize our outstanding students from Phenomenal Grade 12. Medals and certificates will be awarded by Phenomenal Grade 12 Advisor, Sir Francis H. Tagubman, and Treasurer of Board of Trustees, Engineer Elvira C. Estrada.
Respected parents and guardians, you are graciously requested to accompany your children to the stage as they receive their awards.
Phenomenal Grade 12 Accountancy, Business and Management. Academic Excellence Awardees. With high honors o may mataas na karangalan. Palarca Lian Atasha C. With high honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee. And Kuiper Student of the Year.
Pascasio Keats Rover I, Subject Proficiency Awardee and Loyalty Awardee.
Ramos Eliazar A. With high honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Tagubuan Jonathan Angel David B. With high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee, Leadership Awardee, and Loyalty Awardee.
With honors o may karangalan. Balila Princess T. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Bumanglag Ashley Maffei B. with honors.
Dianyo Althea Ivana Janeo V. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Losada Jemima Keziah M. with honors.
Maglaki Ethan John B. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Mendoza Jamaica Ron Ashley A. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Pineda Prince Gian M. with honors.
Multiple Intelligences Awardees. Dialect Genesis A. Generous Student and Loyalty Awardee.
Espinosa Sophia C. Generous Student. Linguistic Intelligence.
Manalo Stephanie Ruth G. Most Cheerful Graduate.
Palma Calvin Kurt S. Bodily Kinesthetic Intelligence. Athletic Excellence Award.
Serrano EJC. Bodily Kinesthetic Intelligence, Dynamic Mover Award.
Congratulations, Phenomenal Grade 12 Accountancy and Business Management. Let's now have the Phenomenal Grade 12 Humanities and Social Sciences.
Once again, respected parents and guardians, you are graciously requested to accompany your children to the stage as they receive their awards. Once again, respected parents and guardians of humanities and social sciences, you are graciously requested to accompany your children to the stage as they receive their awards.
Phenomenal Grade 12 Humanities and Social Sciences Academic Excellence Awardees. With highest honors o may pinakamataas na karangalan, Alfaro Jana Micaela C. With highest honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee. Bayani ng Bethany Awardee. Academic Excellence Awardee. Leadership Awardee and Service Awardee.
With high honors, may mataas na karangalan, Capus Christian Josh C. Subject Proficiency Awardee, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee, and Leadership Awardee.
Lopez Yeshafe G. With high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Mamorbor Bernadette M. With high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
With honors o may karangalan, Bautista Keziah Elise M. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Cabigas Esage Claire P. With honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
Castillo Keith Audrey C. With honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Fabros Ezekiel R. With honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee, Service Awardee.
Luis Micaela L. With honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Manalo Mayan Chanel P. With honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
Sampedes Cassandra Lorraine P. With honors,
Valdez Christian Joris C. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee. Bayani ng Bethany Awardee. Service Awardee. Multiple Intelligences Awardees. Apilado Ivan O. Spirits of Excellence Award.
Colyanco Cassandra D. Naturalistic Intelligence, Nature Guardian Award, and Spatial Intelligence, Fashion Design and Style Award.
Chu Heinrich Louise M. Steadfast Presence Award.
Kutsapin Aleo Joshua F. Steadfast Presence Award.
Feliciano Erica Rose M. Fashion Excellence Award.
Lakayanga Seriel B. Spirit of Perseverance Award.
Lagmay Felicardo M. Loyalty Awardee. Steadfast Presence Award.
Makadangdang Giancarlo. Spirit of Service and Responsibility Award.
Macalino Angela P. Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
Mayo Ashley Nicole. Spirit of Perseverance and Resilience Award.
Oliva Giancarlo J. Entrepreneurial Excellence Award.
Rivera Adrian Russell G. Athletic Excellence Award.
Rojas Marcos Andre G. Athletic Excellence Award.
Salazar Chloe Angel N. Spatial Intelligence Fashion Design and Style Award.
Santos Jimal B. Athletic Excellence Award.
Soriano Zairil Kim P. Strength of Character Award.
Velasco Mark Darwin D. Bayani ng Bethany Awardee. Male Athlete of the Year.
Congratulations, phenomenal grade 12 Humanities and Social Sciences. It's now time for phenomenal grade 12 Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics.
Once again, respected parents and guardians, you are graciously requested to accompany your children to the stage as they receive their awards.
Phenomenal Grade 12 Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics Academic Excellence Awardees with high honors o may mataas na karangalan. Kabasa Rian Coraisli L. with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee, and the Generous Student.
Cortez Desiree May J. with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee, and Leadership Awardee.
De la Cruz Bianca A. with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Idos Chris Benedict O. with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, Bayani ng Bethany awardee.
Nuged Angelo Ken C. with high honors, subject proficiency awardee, Bayani ng Bethany awardee, and loyalty awardee.
Orduña Antoinette with high honors, subject proficiency awardee, Bayani ng Bethany awardee, leadership awardee.
Pastor Aliana Jemima D. with high honors, subject proficiency awardee.
Sabado Maxitosh Amber R. with high honors, subject proficiency awardee, Bayani ng Bethany awardee, leadership awardee, exemplary achievement awardee.
San Juan Noah C. with high honors, subject proficiency awardee and service awardee.
Tulabot January Sabria S. with high honors, subject proficiency awardee.
With honors o may karangalan, Acosta Krishna Nicole L. Subject Proficiency Awardee and Loyalty Awardee.
Antonio Howell Nathaniel M. with honors, subject proficiency awardee.
Arellano Bervin John with honors, subject proficiency awardee and Bayani ng Bethany awardee.
Bino Princess Sapphire A with honors, subject proficiency awardee.
Beltran Sydney M. with honors, subject proficiency awardee and service awardee.
Conde Derek Riley S. with honors, subject proficiency awardee, Bayani ng Bethany awardee, service awardee.
De la Cruz Yendi Althea M. with honors, subject proficiency awardee.
Dimapindan Riza A. with honors. Domingo Eureka B. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Dumlaukers Aaron L. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee and Service Awardee.
Felix G.N.A. with honors.
Flores Jamila Lindsay C. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee and Leadership Awardee.
Flores Princess Joanna P. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee and Generous Student.
Hakalne Celine Rian D. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Hakalne Celine Rian D. Javier Ashley Y. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Paskogin John Rich M. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Ramos Julian Ross with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee. Bayani ng Bethany Awardee and Leadership Awardee.
Rodella Trinity C. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Samson Jeric A. with honors. Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
Valentino Kate Hillary P. with honors.
Buson James Cyrus A. With honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Valete Cassandra S. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Velasco Genesis Divine N. With honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee. Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
Velasco John Henrich G. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee. Bayani ng Bethany.
Villena Nicole Jane D. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Yutok Mary Wayne G. with honors. Subject Proficiency Awardee. Bayani ng Bethany Awardee and Leadership Awardee.
Multiple Intelligences Awardees. Benedicto Brian Ezekiel D.
Gakusan Janine B.
Madriaga Shekinah Nicole A.
Marquez Keith Thyron E.
Munoz Kitts Carlisle Q. Academic Distinction Award.
Perez Hashlin Q. Resilient Spirit Award.
Santos Arishel G. Business Leadership Excellence Award.
Villanueva Esther May O. Bodily Kinesthetic Intelligence, Advanced Excellence Award.
Yasay Mac Andre M. Bodily Kinesthetic Intelligence Award, Basketball Superstar.
Congratulations, Phenomenal Grade 12. It is time to honor and recognize our outstanding students from Grade 11. Medals and certificates will be awarded by Grade 11 class advisors, Ms. Warda Dorcas P. Duras and Mr. J. Mark de los Reyes, together with Mrs. Barbara D. Tulabot.
Respected parents and guardians, you are graciously requested to accompany your children to the stage as they receive their awards.
Grade 11 Efficiency, Accountancy, Business and Management, Academic Excellence Awardees. With high honors o may mataas na karangalan. Batol Nicole Kim E. With high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Hilario Chantel S. with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Pastor Althea Joy D. With high honors, Class Secretary and Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Valdez Jana Margaret F. Supreme Secondary Learner Government Grade 11 Representative. With high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee. With honors, may karangalan, Balbas Jovel Crystal B. With honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Sidenio Jazz Ezekiel M. with honors.
Tagara Ashley, Class Disaster Risk Reduction Management Officer. With honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Multiple Intelligences Awardees, Achillea Charles GNC. Most Perseverant, Intrapersonal Intelligence.
Buendia Andre Christopher K. Rising Chess Star Award, Logical Mathematical Intelligence, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
Hasigawa Kia, Most Amiable, Interpersonal Intelligence. Hernandez Lian V, Proficient in Mathematics, Logical Mathematical Intelligence.
Pangilinan Angela May, Most Resilient, Intrapersonal Intelligence.
Sadul Mark Justin M, Most Persistent, Intrapersonal Intelligence. It's now time for Grade 11 Philippians, Humanities and Social Sciences.
Once again, respected parents and guardians, you are graciously requested to accompany your children to the stage as they receive their awards.
Grade 11 Philippians, Humanities and Social Sciences, Academic Excellence Awardees. With high honors o may mataas na karangalan. Beltran Krishavev D, Class ICT Officer. With high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Malilin Cheska Alexia J, Class President, with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, Generous Student.
Marquez Julian Cassandra Denise J. with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
With honors, may karangalan, Abad Renalyn J.N.M.
Capiendo Yuri R. with honors,
Kapinpin Eunice Joshua A. Class Auditor with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Delara Nicole Frances G. with honors,
Divera Kayan Sherry C. with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
De la Cruz Gianna Marnelly B. with honors,
Espiritu Christine A. Class Health Officer with honors, Service Awardee.
Facunla Aryan Haley T. Class Treasurer with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Galang Krisha Ann P. with honors.
Gatchalian Jilan Rose S. with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Gomez J. Lord Emmanuel M. with honors, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee, Generous Student.
Gutierrez Irish D. Class Public Information Officer with honors.
Lambino Jack Daniel C. with honors.
Lambino Princess Faith Celestine O. with honors.
Macalino Cheska Giselle C. with honors.
Macalino Julie C. with honors.
Merino Kirami N. with honors.
Pedro John Lester A. with honors. Pereras Mary Rose M. with honors.
Ruiz Giancarlo S., Class Vice President, with honors.
Sabado Melvin Jared C. with honors. Multiple Intelligences awardees. Acosta Christian Kiel M., Class ICT Officer, Most Promising Athlete, Bodily Kinesthetic Intelligence. Arellano Lucky Aaron D., Class Peace Officer, Bayani ng Bethany, Best in Instrumental Music, Music Intelligence.
Cuadro Summer Gabriel, Best in Visual Arts, Spatial Intelligence.
De La Cruz Carl Adrian D., Most Promising Basketball Player, Bodily Kinesthetic Intelligence.
Fernandez Kaylee Mia M., Class Peace Officer, Most Persistent, Intrapersonal Intelligence, Service Awardee.
Hilario Janelle Rose P., Most Diligent, Intrapersonal Intelligence. Junio Althea Brand D., Most Adaptive to Life's Challenges, Intrapersonal Intelligence.
Makaraeg Jasper K. Cabez T., Class Disaster Risk Reduction Management Officer, Sports Enthusiast Award, Bodily Kinesthetic Intelligence.
Manalo Angel, Most Resilient, Intrapersonal Intelligence.
Munoz Trijan Justy May R., Most Determined, Intrapersonal Intelligence.
Nazareno Mark Angel C., Class Health Officer, Most Courteous, Interpersonal Intelligence. Congratulations, Grade 11 Humanities and Social Sciences. It's now time for Grade 11 Colossians, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics.
Respected parents and guardians, you are graciously requested to accompany your children to the stage as they receive their awards.
Grade 11 Colossian Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics Academic Excellence Awardees with high honors o may mataas na karangalan. Alcid Shanna Reb, Class President with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Aquino Maria Janina M., Class Treasurer, with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, and Generous Student.
Barroso Tricia Andrea L., Class Secretary, with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, and Kuiper Student of the Year.
Intal Kisha Claire M., with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Lacambra Daniel Guain D., with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, and Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
Magaway Alea A., SSLG Vice President, with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee, Leadership Awardee, and Generous Student.
Malabanan Desiree Denise D., Class Public Information Officer, with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Melchor Josh Caleb Theo C., Class Health Officer, with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
Tabagolian May V., with high honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
With honors, may karangalan, Castillo Janina Luis T.,
Chu Juliana Pauline A., Class Auditor, with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee. The Chavez Gail Lester M., Class Peace Officer, with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
De Vera Daniel Yashley P., Class Peace Officer, with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Dimaon Janina May M., with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Flores Rob Christian D., Class Information and Communication Technology Officer with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Gabiana Arcane Yuri R. with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Gapasin Crystal Mish A., Class Health Officer with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Gonzalez Eljan Briggs A., Class Information and Communications Technology Officer with honors, and Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
Hipolito Prince John D. with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, and Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
Inocencio Lance Jacob T., Class Vice President with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Jacob Den Andre F. with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, and Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
La Madrid YC Angel A. with honors.
La Cambra Ira Jazz M. with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
Macamos Stephanie with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Mamdu Ibrahim Abdul Rahman M. with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Meligrito Mark James R. with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Nuki Ferdy Jr. A. Class Disaster Risk Reduction Management Officer with honors, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee, Service Awardee.
Palaming Ian F. with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Portuguese Eloisa B. with honors, Subject Proficiency Awardee.
Kibuyen Jarens S. with honors, Bayani ng Bethany Awardee.
Ramiscal Jasmine D. With honors, subject proficiency awardee, Bayani ng Bethany awardee.
Ramos Janela Raven D. With honors.
Ramos Lauren Naya C. With honors, subject proficiency awardee.
Rojas Maxine Dwayne Hugh. With honors, subject proficiency awardee.
Sunga Vince Nial L. With honors, subject proficiency awardee.
Multiple Intelligences awardee, Di Castro Micaela C. Most determined, intrapersonal intelligence.
Congratulations, everyone! Let us now watch the graduation video of grade 6. We made it through.
The days were long, the nights were tough. We dreamed, we prayed, and that was enough. Through every test, through every fight, we found our way, we reached the light. And now we stand with heads held high. With grateful hearts we testify. For every step we know it's true. Our teachers and parents, we thank you. We made it through, together we shine. Our dreams are here, the future's mine. With love and faith, we'll see it through. This victory belongs to you. We made it through, together we shine. Our dreams are here, the future's mine. With love and faith, we'll see it through. This victory belongs to you. Our teachers showed us the guiding way. Their wisdom bright as the break of day. Our parents' love through thick and thin. The reason why we rise, we win. So here we stand, a brand new start. With courage burning in our hearts. The journey's done, the dream's in view. Today we celebrate with you. We made it through, together we shine. Our dreams are here, the future's mine. With love and faith, we'll see it through. This victory belongs we'll see it through. This victory belongs to you. Today's the day our dreams come true, and all our thanks belong to you.
Knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with the future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. Always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought that I'd walk away with so much joy but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye.
But yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know ya. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you.
Another chapter in the book. Can't go back, but you can look. And there we are on every page. Memories I'll always save.
Up ahead on the open doors, who knows what we're heading towards. I wish you love, I wish you luck. For you the world just opens up, and it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know ya. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember. We had all the good, all the bad, I'll keep them here inside. All the times that we shared, every place, everywhere. You touched my life. One day we'll look back, we'll smile and we'll laugh. But right now we just cry. Right now it's so hard to say goodbye.
Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment,
So glad I got to know ya. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you.
And with that, we come to an end of this momentous celebration.
To our graduates, grade 6 and phenomenal 12, as you step into the next chapter of your lives, carry with you the lessons you've learned,
the friendships you forge,
and the dreams you hold dear.
Go forth with courage,
kindness,
and a heart full of hope.
Congratulations, graduates! This is Anea A. Magaway,
Lian May V. Tabago,
and Bernice Esther Angel B. Tagabuan.
God bless everyone!
We would like to respectfully remind all grade 12 students to kindly return the sablay to the place from which it was obtained. Again, we would like to respectfully remind all grade 12 students to kindly return the sablay to the place from which it was obtained. Thank you and congratulations to all.
teaching me how to love, showing me what the word means, what I've been dreaming of. And now I know there is nothing that I could not do, thanks to you for teaching me how to feel, showing me my emotions, letting me know what's real from what is not. What I've got is more than I'd ever hoped for, and a lot of what I've hoped for is thanks to